there was a fox, and the fox saw these grapes up in a tree. And these giraffes was eating these grapes. They was enjoying the grapes, having a great time. The grapes looked delicious to the fox. But the fox, of course, was too short to get the grapes, too small to get the grapes. Couldn't get up there, couldn't get the grapes. Asked the giraffes to give him some grapes. The giraffes up too high, couldn't hear him. So he couldn't get any. So since the fox couldn't get any of the grapes, he was real salty about it. He went to the other animals and he convinced them that all of the grapes were sour because he couldn't get any, right? Why the fuck am I telling you a story about animals on Rose's Idea podcast? Well, the same bitterness that consumed this fox is the same bitterness that consumed the men that we consider incels. I know what an incel is an involuntarily celibate man, a man who does not have access to sex. And he speaks on women and comes at women from a place of loneliness, a place of sexual entitlement, a place of hostility towards women, and a place of resentment, most of all. And, you know, you'll see him under an attractive woman's post saying that her body's fake, she's broke, she's a hoe, all of these different things. But the thing about it is, women kind of do, there's a female version of an incel. I call it an insing. It's an involuntarily single woman, a woman who doesn't have access to relationships with the men that she wants, who comes from a place of resentment and loneliness and relationship commitment entitlement. Yeah. All right. And you'll see her on the internet saying disparaging things about men, like they're sassy for everything that they do, they're gay for everything that they do, they're broke. Or you'll see these women have these fake super high standards and use that as the excuse or the reason why they're single when they can't find a man, because their standards just are so high. Right. Now, the commonalities between these two people is that they're both coming from a place of hurt. So this episode is not about widening the gap between men and women. It's not about fanning the fumes of the fire of the gender war. If you understand nuance and you're coming from a healed place or someone who's ready to heal, you'll understand that this conversation is only about gaining empathy from both sides. So our black brothers are not hating our black sisters are not hating our black brothers. And we could get rid of the incels and the insings and come to a mutual ground of love and empathy.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that,
popping bottles,
you're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
popping pills,
That's just what comes with being a man.
popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucking body.
When them bullets hit them up, look like son had a seizure. Run out, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man.
Days on my collar.
You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas halos on God in the king.
Welcome back to Rose's Idea podcast. I'm still Terry Rose.
I'm still Jones.
How's your week?
Great.
You had a great week?
That week is great. I just released the Accountability Crew app to the Accountability Crew members, and that shit is smooth. It's cool as hell. It keeps everything in order. It make it one of the biggest complaints that everybody was voicing in the Accountability Crew group was making the calendar. It was like real tedious. They got to drag the emojis on this shit. They would complain about that shit all the time. I have it automated where they literally just have to click the date on the calendar. It'll ask them if they worked out for that day. They click the button, it give them a green check, and they can add a photo to it. And I see everything like on the back end. I programmed it to where, and the rule is you got to work out at least 3 days a week. And if you miss 4 days in a row, like that's a violation. So I programmed the app to give me an alert and put it next to the member's name. Like, hey, yo, this person missed 4 days, or this person only worked out 2 days this week. So really on y'all ass now. Got a nutrition tracker. That's super cool. Like I had shout out to Mama. She gave me the idea to put that in there to where they can log their food. You can just type in chicken breast, and you just got to know that like the ounces, the portion size. Let's say it was 6 ounces. It's gonna automatically calculate the calories, the protein, the carbs, etc. And it's gonna log it. You're gonna categorize it by breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you can set a goal. I want to hit 2,000 calories a day, 3,000 calories a day. It's a bar tracker that show you how close you are to that goal.
Oh, that's nice.
And And it's also a nutrition calendar. So not only does it keep track of it daily, you can just see that calendar and click the day, and you can go back and see I was on point. You know what I'm saying? I hit all my nutrition goals there. Everything you eat for the month is tracked. You'll have it, everything you eat for the month, day, week, and you'll know exactly how much you are towards your goal. One more thing is you set how many times a week you want to work out.
Yeah.
At the beginning of every week, it's going to ask you, how many times a week you want to work out this week? 5. Okay, cool. When you check in and you log in, like I worked out today, at the bottom, it's going to be like, cool, you got 4 workouts left to hit your goal for the week. So it's real visual, real seamless, very user-friendly, and it makes everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's a group chat in there, too. I programmed a group chat in there so we can talk to each other. So I launched that to them. I'll probably launch it to the public September 1st. But if you in the Accountability Crew group, you get access to it now.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck. And is it like website based now, or is it actually an app on the Apple
No,
Store?
it's still web based. So it's a URL link and web based. But it's mobile friendly. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know how you look the same view as you have it on the desktop, same thing, even though it's like just a little smaller, you'll still be able to see everything. And probably September, I'll have like the actual app.
Is that like a crazy process to make it an actual app or no?
No. Through that platform, you usually got to launch your app through something called GitHub. Mm-hmm. And on the App Store, I asked chat. I'm like, hey, how much it costs to like put an app in the App Store? I never did no shit like that before. Mm-hmm. They were like, oh, it's like for just a regular app, $100 a year. And your app could be in the App Store. I'm like, bet, cool.
Oh yeah.
So
I need to make an app. I don't know. Should it be the Rose Idea app? Should it be a Boy Moms app?
Ooh.
The Boy Moms app would be nice.
That'd be cold.
Let me know what y'all think. Should we do a Rose's Idea app, which would basically replace Patreon, and we put all of our content there? Mm-hmm. Bunch of bonus footage, vlogs, all that stuff. Chat, everything. But it should basically be Patreon, just our own app.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we would put in there yet. Boy Mom app, or what?
I think we should start with the Boy Mom app. Because like the creating our own app, we got to do a lot of thinking with that motherfucker. For sure. But the Boy Mom app, we could think of something quick. That'd be cool.
What app for the village?
Yeah, keep shit. Bro, whatever we tell that motherfucker to do, it's gonna do it. So
for sure. But speaking of the village, my week was interesting. I'm gonna talk about the specifics or some of the specifics in Patreon. Mm-hmm. However, I went to go see Curtis this week. One of our mentees from the village. Was doing some driving with him, trying to teach him how to drive so he can get a driver's license. Actually taking a test in the morning for his driver's license. And the big deal about that is just the access to jobs that you have. I always tell them, like, you 18 with clean piss and driver's license, you can make $60,000 a year. There's no reason for you to take a job at like Wendy's or something like that if you're 18 with a driver's license and clean piss, because Frito-Lay will pay you $60,000 a year to drive a truck and drop chips off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these different delivery. It's so much different shit you could do. You could drive a forklift. It's so much different shit you could do at that time. Also, you got 6-month trade schools. You come out making a bunch of money. But even the trade schools, he has to have a driver's license. So we're working on that. Life is testing him right now. You know what I'm saying? Life is testing him, but he does have skills and he does have ambition, and that's really all you need to get through a hard. It takes some consistency, some discipline, some other things as well. But that's really all you need to get through a hard time is a skill. You really don't even need the skill. Actually, you just need a few things. But life is testing him, and I think the important lesson that I'm trying to get through to him right now is that, like, these are the moments that make or break you. Because in moments like he's in right now, most people are going to take the smallest amount of money or whatever it is to get them through the time that they in. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm fucked up right now. I'm going to take the entry-level minimum wage job to get through this time. And you look up and 4 years have passed. But it's like the hard time continues. You still don't have enough money to live comfortably. You just have enough money to pay a phone bill, eat, you know what I'm saying, or pay somebody to stay with them, whatever the case may be. And it's like, it just rolls over. But if you say, you know what, I'm going to really like just focus on my plan and not let this hard time get in the way of my plan and not take the short term and just do what's best for my future, that's when you come out on top in the long run. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do at all. So that's like the lesson I'm trying to get through to right now. So a solution that I came up with, his skill is cutting hair. He's great at cutting hair. He gifted in that lane. He's going to barber college to cut hair. He's about to start barber college to cut hair. But I found a barber who's going to let him cut hair in the shop. He's going to oversee him while he's cutting hair in the shop. And, he has some clientele. His clientele is kind of spread around the city. Right now, he doesn't have anywhere to cut hair at. So I found a barber who's going to let him cut hair in the shop. And what I want to do is promote free haircuts for back to school. So if you're in Chicago, you got a kid that need a haircut, we're going to go through Cortez for the free haircuts. It's going to be free to your kid. We're going to pay Cortez $20 for every head that he cuts so he could get some money. The haircut is free for your kid. You could tip Cortez if you want. And I'm going to drop that information soon, or you can just hit me up for the information for the exact address, the dates, and all of that. And hopefully, those kids become consistent customers, and he could, have a nice clientele and do his thing. That's the goal. So we ain't gonna ask for no donations. We're not gonna ask for no handouts. We're not gonna ask for none of that. He gonna work. He got skills. He got ambition. So he gonna work his ass off, and he gonna get where he need to be. All right. So that was the interesting part of my week is navigating that and trying to help figure that out. But I'll go into a little bit more of that later on.
What if every kid, every young man had somebody like that? Like
trying to help him out.
That's an amazing thing, and I'm sure he's grateful for it now. But it's gonna be like in hindsight in the future because he's gonna come out of whatever situation he in. I've met Cortez, been around Cortez. He got the grit to get through it. And more importantly, he got somebody with a lot more wisdom than him to guide him while he's in it. Yeah, usually, like if you think about yourself, you had you. You know what I'm saying? And if you had somebody like you to help you navigate through them seasons of your life or whatever, it still would have been difficult, but it would have been a little bit easier because you was going the right direction. You knew it was, you know what I'm saying? So for you to be doing that with him, that shit just raw.
Yeah. I mean, my cousin did step in and play a major role after a certain point. You know what I'm saying? I went through a season of it by myself with my cousin. Once he found, it's crazy just looking back, like how much I was trying to hide it from everybody, and then as soon as it got exposed, like he just stepped right in and was like, boom.
For sure.
I'm like, damn, I should have been talking to this nigga.
Right.
But and that's sometimes just that part of masculinity that what masculinity teaches, like you can't ask for help. You could be around people every day that could help you, but you telling yourself you ain't got nobody and da-da-da. And some of it was like in hindsight, I can't say some of it was just that pride of me not wanting to have my business out there and shit like that. But as soon as he found out, he helped and shit. But I didn't have the people that I should have had. I will say that. Now, outside of that, when it comes to just the village, mentorship, and all of that, we are going to be switching up the village. We're going to be switching up and bringing in a new cohort. We're trying to plan our last event with the young guys we have now. Does that mean we're never going to work with these guys again? Absolutely not. Like, we have our roundtables, we have our open events. Anybody who ever been to the village is always welcome to do that. But as far as like the one-on-one mentorship piece of it and taking them to the different career events and things like that, we're gonna have a new cohort for that. So that's coming up. That's coming up soon. Yeah, man.
Oh, people probably be asking because we're gonna pick 5 or 6 high school seniors, and a lot of other boy moms, they got sons that's younger. 12, 13, 14, just younger. And, why y'all don't work with, why y'all don't work with the younger kids as one-on-one as, maybe them? And it is because, these young men, they're seniors, and real life is about to start in, 7 months. Very, very soon. And we would just want to prepare them for real life because if some of them probably don't want to go to a 4-year university, and typically a lot of young men since they're not going to college, they will cling to, making that quick money. I got a job at, AutoZone, or, not downing those jobs, but it's all about just information. They didn't know that if you got clean piss in the driver's license, you can make $60,000 a year. $60,000 a year, 18 years old, you have an amazing start to life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't know. None of us knew. You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit, so many opportunities out there that people just don't talk to you about. And we assume that because we 18 and we got a 24-year-old cousin that works at Wendy's that we can't do no better than that. You know what I'm saying? I will say one compliment I would give Cortez that he has that I didn't have. I didn't have that street part in me.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was no part of me that was gonna go like crash out and like rob a nigga, get on some street shit or do whatever. So that wasn't an option for me. I would probably was the type of nigga that probably would try to rob a bank before I robbed a person type shit. Just on some movie shit. Cortez got, some street in him.
Yeah.
So the compliment of that is not that he has street in him, but that he hasn't reached his breaking point and that he hasn't reached that point of like, you know what, I'm finna go this route. Because that's how that shit go a lot of times. A lot of times niggas is like, I'm finna try this positive shit for a minute. And if this shit ain't going my way, I'm gonna go with what I see, what I know, and it is what it is, And like he, it's been about a year now, that we've been working, and he just ain't went that route, And he been through some shit. And this I'm just talking about since I've known him, he's been through some shit, and like even now, like I say, like life testing them again, and he just like, I don't get that. I don't get that like desire to like. Fold in that way. He just like, what's the plan? What should I do? If you saying like he just walking the right path,
Got the guidance,
and I'm proud of him for that, And it's we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit more of it later. For sure. But yeah, that's that, man. So my week was a little interesting, a little challenging and shit like that. And Patreon today we're gonna do something a little different. You wanna tell them what we're gonna do?
Yes. So in Patreon, as y'all know, on TikTok, our clips go viral. And thousands and thousands, hundreds, whatever, comments come in. And me and Terry, we look at some of these comments, right? And we think, how the fuck did you get this conclusion? Where did this thought come? Some of y'all be so off. I ain't even gonna say y'all, the listeners, the TikTok listeners be just so off. Like what?
Nuance is kicking their ass.
Man.
Like just a little nuance, just a little detail.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So we in Patreon, we're gonna review some of these comments. we gonna answer your question. And we're gonna talk some shit too.
Absolutely. We're gonna have fun. This is gonna be like a crash out.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm gonna say what I really wanna say, but TikTok can kick me off for saying it.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna say it here. All right. Let's go to a voicemail real quick.
Okay, so basically I'm in therapy and I've had a few therapists, and mainly because I felt like they were dismissive and, yawning while I was talking, just doing rude things, I feel. And so I feel like I'm dealing with the same situation. And obviously, normally people be like, well, you would be like, if you don't feel like you get what you need, then get up out of there. But I don't know. I don't want to. I be feeling like, okay, is it me? Because I can't keep running through therapists or whatever. And I feel like my therapist, like when I bring up situations, she's like, yeah, well, that happens. Or, like, I understand that you're not going to hear what you want to hear. And it's therapist's job to be upfront with you. But I feel like it's limiting me wanting to bring up certain stuff because I feel like I'm going to get the same response from her because a lot of people are big on me and therapy. They feel like, I've heard that they feel like that I take stuff personal and everything ain't directed at me and stuff like that. But, like, how do you think I should navigate this? Because I don't want to keep dealing with dismissive therapists. I'm paying money. This is my time. But I don't want to keep running for stuff, Because I feel like when I don't like it, I just run because I feel like maybe it's just the therapist. Thank you.
I would love to answer this.
Go ahead.
It's a difference between you feeling like your therapist is being dismissive and you just not liking the fact that they're challenging you. It sounds like that the therapists that you're dealing with are being dismissive, yawning. You're not getting that vibe for no reason. I would love to know where you're finding your therapist. We could definitely give you some resources with some cold therapists, whatever the case may be. I feel like a good therapist, a therapist is not supposed to fix your problems. I feel like a good therapist helps you broaden your perspective. A good therapist asks you questions. They'll acknowledge how you feel, and they just ask you, okay, well, why did you feel like that? Did you ever think about it like this? well, what happened? Like they just gonna dig. They just gonna dig, and you may be seeing it like this, and after you talk to your therapist, now you see it like this because they ask you certain questions. They broaden your perspective, and that can help you work through some things because you probably got a problem and you looking at it like this, and you just can't get past your perspective and your view,
Your programming.
your programming. And so once they crack that programming, now you can see it from a different perspective, and now you can work through your own problem even more. I would say, yeah, we could definitely give you some resources to, you know what I'm saying, to pick a quality therapist. I think that's crazy that you went through a few or a couple and it's all been the same thing. And to answer your question, it's not you. It's never, no, I don't feel like it's you. I feel like maybe those therapists maybe aren't as seasoned or, you know, keep in mind, therapists are human beings. Some human therapists need therapists. Maybe they ain't where they need to be. There's levels to therapy. You got raw ass therapists, top tier therapists. You got therapists who just starting out, finding their footing. You know what I'm saying? Probably dealing with their own shit, just coming into work. It's just levels to therapy, therapists. So that's my take on it.
Absolutely. I agree. If it's if it feels like a reoccurring thing to like the yawning, the feeling disinterested and things like that, if that's reoccurring, then I would definitely say you need to find somebody else. If it was like a one-time thing, like if you got maybe a 6 p.m. therapy session, they probably been doing this and doing that all day. Doesn't excuse the lack of professionalism on that end, but just as a human, they just might have been tired. You know what I'm saying? They just might have had a long day, might have been tired, and they couldn't like just get through the session with the level of energy that they needed. That's one thing. If it's recurring, that's definitely somebody you should get away from as a therapist. Everything else you said about therapy, I definitely agree with. I like when we kind of debunk stigmas about therapy. I think one of the biggest stigmas is, like you said, therapists aren't here to like fix your problem. And when I say that, I feel like that might play into another stereotype where people say like, oh, you know, a therapist not gonna fix your problem because then they're gonna stop making money. They got to keep you in therapy for them to make money, and that's just not the case. And I think we might have talked about that on the show before. Whereas like your therapist gonna give you a treatment plan, and they're gonna try to get you through that treatment plan and get you out. Essentially, like I went from every week having therapy to I got better. Hey, you can come see me once a week. I got better. You can see me once a month. It was one every week to every other week to once a month to call me when you need something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not a thing of somebody trying to play you to keep you in therapy and things like that. So that's just something that a lot of people believe. But just going back directly to our question, just get away from them if you feel like they're consistently withdrawn and dismissive and things like that.
I wonder if these therapists are like from the same practice. Like, how are you running a different therapist that's dismissive like this?
Also, I got my therapist. I found my therapist, my first therapist, my really great therapist on therapyforblackgirls.com. I'm not a black girl, but I didn't see a therapyforblackmen.com. God damn it! So I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a great resource for you. They got ratings on there. They got little bios to kind of just give you a little gist of what they're about. So I wish you the best of luck as far as finding a therapist. That's a very serious thing. And
finding a wise therapist who got some what do I want to say? Got just experience. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And experience in therapy, experience in life. Mm-hmm. You got a therapist that just read a lot of books, psychology books, just a therapist that is committed to self-development and, you know, just the human nature, all of that. When you find a therapist like that, like they'll ask you questions you just didn't think of. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it'll help you shift your perspective. It'll put the mirror up to you and you can work through your own problem. That's why they're not going to fix your problems. They're going to help you fix your problems.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better, man. I'm looking at my nails and they still just like, you know, glistening. You feel me? Got the little shine to them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Remy did me right. Remy did me right, man.
She don't miss.
She don't miss, man. She don't miss. So, you know, if you need to get yourself cleaned up, man, you got a nice event coming up. You know, it's the middle of the summer. So it's really always an event coming up in the summertime. Mm-hmm. You need to get your hygiene on point. You can get your nails on point, man. Before you be digging up in a chick or putting your fingers in her mouth or any of the other type of shit that you might be into, you wild ass nigga. You need to go holler at Rami if you're in the Chicagoland area. I'm gonna put her information on the screen. I need to start throwing QR codes on the screen. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
But like when a QR code pop up on the screen, you're on your phone. You can't like screenshot the QR code and like tap.
You can.
You can do that, and it'll go to the link.
You can screenshot it and then just hold it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Or if they watching on YouTube, they could just put their phone up to the screen.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I probably have to put it on another device, and I can record and get it.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't know you could just screenshot it and type and hold it.
But I'll put a link in the bio.
Yeah.
I mean, in the description of this podcast, as well as put something on screen. But book Rami, man, at OGent, at OG.GENT. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
You sure?
No.
You're not sure?
No.
Okay.
It sounded right though.
I did? Okay.
Nothing triggered in my brain. Like,
Go holla at Rami, man.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Kelly Chicago. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this spot, but it is a cafe by day and a lounge by night. Super nice spot. I needed a spot to study for a test, a quiet spot. I just wanted to get out the house. I was able to go to Kelly Chicago. It was nice jazz music playing. The jazz music wasn't loud. It was real quiet, real zen. And, you know, I got a lot of work done. The cappuccino was good. The service was good. Cool. That was the cafe by day. And then we was there not too long ago, like the last weekend, and we got to experience the lounge part, the turn up side. So it's dope that she has two of those in one spot. If you're looking for an event space, you could use that spot. It is located on 210 East 35th Street, second floor. So shout out to Kelly Chicago, man. It's a dope spot. Go check it out. And that's the Instagram is Kelly's Chicago. That's KELLIS Chicago. So
shout out to Kelly Chicago. The nachos was fire. My drink was smoking.
Literally.
Yeah, my drink was smoking. It was a pretty good drink. Good vibe, good ambiance. You know what I'm saying? Security guard looked like he'd throw you through the wall. You know.
Yeah, he definitely patted the shit out of me. I felt safe.
Yeah, I felt very safe, very cozy in there. Smoking drink.
Yeah.
Smoking chick.
Oh, and they
smoking nachos.
They Taco Tuesdays is dope. $3 tacos, chicken, steak, and fish. $8 margaritas, $10 spicy margaritas, and it's all day.
So Taco Tuesday is all day.
It's all day.
Tuesday needs to be my new. Oh, I got my son Tuesday.
Damn.
I'll take him to Taco Tuesday.
We can put him in there. We could put him in that room in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Put a little gate up or something.
For sure. All right, man. Let's get into this topic. For real, man. So defining the terms, incel and insing, which is the word that we made the fuck up today.
Yeah, just made it up.
Yeah, just made it up today.
Earlier this morning.
Yep. You want to go with incels?
Incels?
Yeah. Want to define that?
For sure. So an incel is pretty much a guy who is involuntarily celibate, involuntary or abstinent, whatever call. He just doesn't have access to sex. He doesn't have access to the women that he desires, and in turn, this man resents these women. This man attacks these women. Examples like Terry said. If you look in the comments on Instagram, you see a beautiful woman, hasn't done anything. She just posted a picture looking good on the beach. And he fake ass body, you know what I'm saying? She probably what an old man that flew out there. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no money for real. You know what I'm saying? She a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? She ain't buying all this stuff. Like he just creating all of these scenarios because deep down inside, this man desires this woman, and it's always interesting to me. These guys that are talking about these women, if they gave you the time of day, you going.
Yeah.
You would date her. If she wanted you, you would absolutely date her. But since she doesn't, you have to, create a narrative to why, you don't have access to her. It's because she's this type of woman. It's just because, she's just not attracted to you, and that's fine. You should just date women you're attracted to. So incels, those are the type of guys that are incels.
Yep, absolutely. And it's something that I see, that I'm seeing very firsthand right now. The chick that I'm dating, I think when we started dating, she had maybe like 2,000 followers, something like that, maybe less. I don't know. Which I'm not gonna lie, as a guy, you see a chick, she nice, and she got a low follower count. It's like, damn. It makes you feel like she's not that engaged in social media. It makes you feel like this is a gem right here.
We will literally. Hey, it literally feels like you found a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
You found a girl She cold. She look good. She ain't got no followers, and she's not. You was like, hell yeah.
She low key. Like
Low-key as hell.
everybody want to date somebody that's hot but low key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't want to date somebody who just got like they got the whole world standing. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
So not saying that you don't want to date that person, but it's just it's nice when
there's more to
when
deal
the
with.
person just low key. So she posts a picture, one photo. Well, actually, it was a video, but it was like a 3-second video of the progress that she made in the gym. You know, nice little abs. It's her 35th birthday. She's like, you know, I'm turning 35. Nice little abs, and she has a nice body. Very, very attractive woman. And now she has 20,000 followers. Right? From this photo. From this reel. It's like 1,000 comments. Niggas is under there so disrespectful, bro. Like, and it's some of the exact same things you're saying. Like, they calling her ugly. They under there saying that who flew you out on this trip, and calling her hoes, all type of shit. Like all type of shit. And it's just like it's so unprovoked. People who she don't follow,
where'd you get this
never
narrative?
knew from a can of paint, and they just going the fuck in. And she deleting all the comments. She's like, I'm not dealing with this shit. She's deleting all that shit. I was actually looking for some of them. I couldn't find them, but it's still 1,100 comments on this shit. And then even when we just went to Colombia, you know, she posted some more pictures. It's the same thing. Niggas is, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of niggas that's heart eyes and flame emojis and compliments and all of that. Beautiful this, hey queen, that, all that. But it's a lot of like niggas that's just straight disrespectful under the post. And it's like, damn, and she looking like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Like, why is they coming at me like this? I ain't did nothing to nobody. I just posted a photo. Like,
right.
You know, and it's sad.
And it comes from truly, you a guy and you having your way when it comes to women. When I say having your way, I'm not even saying like nothing disrespectful even towards women. You just, you know what I'm saying? You can get the pick of the litter. You know, it's just things about yourself that you win in the dating market. The guys who are like that, we're not in the comments putting down women. Like if I clicked on these pages and it looked like you would say some shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't have that. So it's just it's real telling when you comment under a woman's post unprovoked and it's negative. It just says a lot about you. It just screams insecurity. It screams, you know what I'm saying? Resentment. Like it's
about somebody you don't know.
This hate is coming from a place like, oh, why the fuck she look so good?
Yeah.
Somebody bought that.
Yeah. And it's like, this is a woman that if she gave you a shadow of a chance,
going.
you're jumping at it. You know what I'm saying? You're jumping at it. So it's a sad thing to watch. It's a hard thing to watch, and it's unfortunate for the guys to feel away because it's nothing but some self-work you got to do.
That's all. Do some push-up, nigga. Get a haircut.
Yeah, we gonna go into that.
Shop at Zara.
Shop at Zara is good.
Right.
We gonna go into that a little bit deeper in a different segment of the show, but
yeah,
defining NSYNCs, which is a term that we made up this morning.
Let's hear it. Let the people hear it.
Morning.
NSYNCs is involuntarily single women, and they have much in common with involuntarily celibate men. And these women are the women who may be beautiful women. Maybe, you know, beautiful women, usually they have nice careers, they have things going for themselves. But for whatever reason, whether it be their personality, whether it be
and I wouldn't call all of them beautiful, just to be fair. And not saying they're ugly, but it's you know, average looking women, beautiful women, like
it's some average looking women.
Yeah.
But you know, it's some beautiful women too. And it's some women that I would date. It's some like nice looking women out there. The thing is, a lot of these women that I might date. The thing is, a lot of these women, they go for, that I experienced, the man that they want is just like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want the guy that's kind of on the same wave that they on. They want the most turned lit nigga in the city. And that nigga is trying to smash an Instagram model. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is trying to smash a famous chick, whatever the case may be.
Or I'm gonna take. I ain't even gonna say that they want the littest nigga in the city. They want. I do not want to use this term. They want a upper echelon type of man. That could be a man. He is a career man,
right?
And he got his shit together. Got the money, and he's not lit. He low key. Because I guarantee you that's what they would prefer. Like I just want a nigga that, you know what I'm saying, got the bag. Ooh. But you gotta think about the type of women that he has access to.
Right.
Right. So when it comes down to him picking a woman, I'm not saying he picking the Instagram model. He probably is picking a woman who's on his level and just probably looks better than you, acts better than you, less attitude, more fun.
And men are primarily visual.
We're visual.
So a lot of that shit is gonna go off just pure attractiveness.
Ladies,
what he finds attractive.
I said this before, like me personally, and I'm pretty sure a lot of guys can agree. If the cover of your book is not attractive, I don't give a fuck how good the book is. I'll never find out. I'm not opening it to find out. And that's how we view women initially. Like it is the invitation. It is what invites us in to want to find out. Like when I see a beautiful woman, it's like that's what attracts me. And it's like, I wonder what she's like. Now I want to find out what your character is like, what your attitude is like, what you value. Are you a nurturer? Are you feminine? All that other stuff. Yeah. If you're not attractive, you could be all of those other things. I won't find out.
Yeah, it's just a baseline level of attractiveness.
That's all.
All right. So there are a lot of women who fall in different criteria, but the man that they want, the type of man that they want, they don't have access to a relationship with that man. Yeah. A big difference is the incel guy is prioritizing sex. Yeah. Right? That's his priority, and he feels entitled to that. And when I say he feels entitled to that, you have to feel a level of entitlement if you resent someone because you can't fuck them. I mean, you feel entitled to fuck them. Yeah. Like, cause how you resent somebody that you don't feel like for not fucking you if you don't feel like they should fuck you, right? Right. With the women, it's more of a entitlement of commitment. Yes. Right? Like you resent the fact that you can't get these niggas that you might be dating, that you might be having sex with, that you might be encountering. They shooting their shot at you, they getting your number, but they don't want a relationship.
They don't want to settle down with you.
They don't want a relationship. And you build this resentment up towards men because they keep playing with you, because you feel played. Sometimes you playing yourself because some of these niggas ain't even telling you they want that. Right. You're just hoping for it, right? And you build this resentment up, and now everything that niggas do is gay. Everything that niggas do is sassy. These men is out here acting like women. We need more electricians. Yeah. Niggas on TikTok. And y'all mad at everything a nigga do. Yeah. And it's a lot of times it's y'all coming at niggas y'all attracted to as well. Because you wouldn't even have that deep of an opinion about this nigga unless you was interested in some type of way.
Exactly.
Right? That's the key. Y'all not on here saying having these deep ass opinions, these harsh ass opinions about niggas that you would never give a chance to anyway. A nigga who look like the back of a fucking tire. You know what I'm saying? Like just some bum nigga on the street. Yeah. Y'all talking about the niggas that y'all have some type of physical attraction to that's not acting the way or showing up the way that you want them to show up. So it's a resentment that's building up.
100%.
And a lot of these women are the main women who get on the internet and even attack incels, not realizing that they're doing the same thing, that they feel the exact same way. Mm-hmm. And they are the female version of the incel. And I know to a lot of women that might feel like we're bashing you. This is the thing, and I want this to be very clear. We're not bashing women. We're bashing behavior. Yeah. And men and women. Because the behavior is nasty. The behavior, again, it comes from a place of loneliness. You on the internet talking shit about people you don't know, calling women hoes, calling niggas sassy, telling women they got fake bodies and they broke and they What every nigga saying all type of shit. Where your baby daddy at? All this shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Single mom, all that.
So we are bashing the behavior, not the woman, not the man, not none of that.
A lot of times niggas will get mad at women and their preferences, right? That's because basically what this is, because that type of woman don't want you and that's just her preference. Women do the same thing. I see this often when you got a young man or a man who's put together. He seems to have everything in order, and he chooses a younger woman. You instantly say, "Oh, he chooses this younger woman because he don't want a woman his age, so he can manipulate this girl." Mm-hmm. And it's just maybe certain things about this other woman that's preference that he just wants, and not crazy young. Now we ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, a fucking 20-year-old and a 40-year-old, nothing like that. It could be a 35-year-old and a 28-year-old or something like that. And the women that are closer to his age, that you feel entitled that this type of man should date on his level regarding age. It comes resentment. Now you throwing shots at him because he's not choosing y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nasty. It's nasty. And that go like right back into, it's like this elementary behavior of, because I don't feel good about myself, I need to tear someone down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel good about my certain situation, because I'm lonely, because I'm not getting what I want. It can't be me.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be me. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be, I have to blame it on the opposite sex. I have to blame it on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And reality is just some things you need to work on yourself. I think for men, like we can talk about attraction in men as well. Like you said, doing the push-ups, getting a fucking haircut, picking the right cologne, whatever the case may be, shopping at Zara, whatever the case may be. You can make yourself more attractive. That's the thing about men. We don't even have to be that. You don't have to be a pretty boy. You don't have to be attractive. You gotta have an attractive aura. Yeah, you gotta be clean. You know what I'm saying? Have an attractive aura. Have a fucking personality.
Women say all the time, like they date medium ugly niggas. Like, so you don't have to be the most handsome nigga in the world, but you do have to have a certain aura, your character, be charismatic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those other things.
Absolutely. And then for the women on that side, I feel like building an empathy towards the needs of men. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds fucking crazy to y'all. Building an empathy towards the needs of men and actually seeing men for what they are and not wanting men to be women. When I say wanting men to be women, it's like thinking about, a lot of women I think look at men and they think about emotional intelligence in a sense of what a woman would do in this situation and not what emotional intelligence actually looks like for a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of times women don't have the empathy for men's needs, and we have quotes out here like happy wife, happy life that allows women to not give a fuck about what a man needs, actually. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's a big part of the reason, that mentality is a big part of the reason why some of these women who are attractive, some of these women who are successful on their shit, look like they got the total package, but they not, or they feel like they had a total package, but they're not finding what they need, they can't understand it, is because you don't have the patience to understand a man.
One of the key things that I feel like women is missing, let's just say you got an average looking woman, and I don't know, I don't know how that is coming off, but people are average sometimes. Hell, I'm average to somebody. I'm a 10 to somebody. You know, it's right. Subjective, excuse me. But a key thing, like you say, let's say you got an average looking woman and she feels like she's a total package, and maybe her attitude isn't the best. Maybe she's not as nurturing. Maybe she's not as sweet or whatever. I guarantee you, it's certain things about women that can make you look better. Yeah. Just like men, there's certain things about men. Men could have a man could be funny, and that can make you more attracted to him. Yeah. Like it ain't even about looks no more. You know what I'm saying? Because looks ain't everything, it just gets you to the door. Like, so for men, if you're not deemed a 10, but you're just super nurturing, you pay attention to small needs of this guy. Mm-hmm. Let's say y'all dating and you know he finna wake up, or here go a cup of coffee. You just doing the small gesture, here go a cup of coffee. Like, oh, let me iron your shirt for you before you go to work. Here go a plate, or whatever the case may be. Like those small gestures and that nurturing energy, that'll make a nigga like, yo, this, and you're not ugly either. Yeah. You're not ugly either. So that on top of you already being a nice looking woman, that will amplify your rating in his mind as a good selection. But a lot of y'all, the attitude comes from, maybe some resentment. The attitude comes from maybe taking L's in the date market. You a little bit bitter, or you pessimistic. We can feel that. We can see that. Like I can tell a woman who got resistance or resentment towards niggas. Like y'all just got like an aura about you. Just like how y'all can tell like a nigga if he a creep or if he weird or whatever, y'all also carry a certain aura and energy when you fed up in the dating market and you just tired of niggas. Yeah. That's unattractive.
Absolutely. I've literally shot my shot at women. Got the number, got the Instagram, went on Instagram, watched her stories, and watched her, out of her fucking 12 slides on her stories, 4 of them was memes about niggas ain't shit, da, 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 da. Like, I might as well delete the number. I didn't delete the number, never used it, never will. I don't got time to be dating somebody that hate men. Yeah. who looking at me under a microscope, trying to wait on me to fuck up and trying to, project a bunch of bullshit on me that another nigga did. I ain't got time.
I'm gonna tell you I don't know if it's avatar. I'm gonna tell you the avatars of the two types of women.
Yeah.
That's one, and then you got the other type of woman where she's posting healing quotes or you know what I'm saying, morning walks and different books, daily affirmations, and she's in the gym and she's just doing things that it's a look that a woman had where she got a lot of self-love. You're not finna see her posting about niggas, your wife is not following the Justin LeBoy page.
Or the Shade Room.
Or the Shade Room.
She's not on the T app either.
Or the what?
She's not on the T
She's
app.
definitely
either.
not on the T app. I'm like, when it first came out, I'm like, the T app.
Yeah.
The women I date would never. Like, it's just certain things. And the woman got offended. She like, what type of woman is that? The type of woman who wouldn't engage in goofy shit like that.
Exactly.
And the fact that you asking and the fact that you got offended, you're the type of woman that would be on there.
She's on the T app.
You're on the T app and you got offended.
And the T app was like instant karma.
Oh my God.
Instant karma.
Because you telling me that women made an app to put the business of men in the streets. They uploaded their own personal business, actual serious business, and a data leak happened, and now your information is in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now Nigerian is about house in your name.
Hey,
nigga,
you getting email alerts from motherfucking car dealerships. Like your Honda's ready.
That nigga Femi Ogun is finna buy a motherfucking Ferrari in your name.
And you couldn't even get a Ferrari, but he found a way to just use your shit.
He got the down payment for
Instant
this.
Right.
karma. Instant karma. And it's funny, like on the T app shit, like that shit always existed. This is nothing new. People been making fake pages to expose people. People been had the Facebook exposed pages where you put a nigga picture up there and everybody under there talking about him. So it's not nothing new. It's gonna come and go. Niggas, don't be worried. The T app is not. It's gonna come and go. It's a bunch of bullshit.
It's gone already.
If the chick like you and she want to fuck with you, she gonna convince herself that everybody on that lied on you anyway, and you gonna be fine. Don't worry about
It'd
it.
be good, man.
You're gonna be absolutely fine. What were we on the actual topic though?
Probably was shifting into the similarities.
I think we passed on already.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me see.
But one thing I will want to say, going into what you were saying about the personality of the woman who can't get the man she wants. I think one of the similarities, I guess, is let's go into that, between the man that's an incel, that has resentment towards women, is not getting what he wants, and the woman, and because it's a personality thing, bro. There's men in every situation that has a woman or that's getting women. It's men who, not that attractive that you gonna see with a bad chick. It's niggas who don't got the bread who gonna see with a bad chick. It's niggas who out of shape who you not even fuck a bad chick who just gonna have a woman.
Right.
Like, just gonna have a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas sleeping on somebody's couch that she know her. Like, you know what I'm saying? The thing, it really comes down to a personality thing. And I think the biggest anti-seductive thing you can do, the biggest turnoff that you can do, is be in a situation where you're only worried about what you're getting. That's something that's I don't give a fuck how successful you are. I don't give a fuck how you look. I don't give a fuck if you're a man, you're a woman. If you're interacting with somebody and you only worried about what you're getting from this interaction, it's going to turn the other person off.
Yep.
You don't care how well this date is going for them. You don't care what their interaction is like with you. We talked about on a man dance how you actually feel when you're walking on the outside of the street with a woman. You like, I'm not doing it because I think a car gonna jump the curb. I'm doing it because I'm worried about how she's gonna see me. So you're basically saying on that date, you're actively wondering, you're actively thinking about how her experience is.
Yes.
Does she feel safe? Is she entertained? Am I keeping the conversation going? Is there anything else she want? You see a certain look on her face, are you good? What's on your mind? Well, you're constantly thinking about her. I think that whether it be a man or a woman that's not getting their way on a dating scene, I think a very common factor in those people is that they're on that date and they don't give a fuck about the other person's experience.
Yeah.
And they're only looking at that other person, trying to see if they like them or not, if they gonna fuck up or not, if they not gonna do this, if they not gonna do that. And they're only worried about their experience. Did this nigga open the door or not? Did she,
Did she even offer to pay for the check?
Did she even offer to pay? she cursing too much. She that. All you worried about, all you doing is critiquing the person in front of you, but you're not worried about the experience they having with you. I think that's the most anti-seductive turn off shit that you can do.
I challenge men and women to do this, to implement this in your dating experience. As you continue to go on dates, as you continue to look for, good candidates, change your mindset to, I want to one up this person in serving them. Like have a serve mentality. You're going to take some L's along the way, but it shouldn't be a big L. But when I say have a serving mentality, think of ways to ensure that they're having a good time. And I'm not just talking about just on a date, just in life. Just serve. You're gonna be able to spot the people who's not gonna reciprocate that.
Yeah.
Quick. If you have a serving mentality, if you have a serving mentality and you're doing things to serve this person, real quick you're gonna see if that's a selfish person. You're gonna be able to spot somebody else who has a serving mentality because they're gonna be trying to one up you. Like, okay, I feel like that's fun. Like I do something for you, like I'm finna do something better for you. Like I just want to make sure you good, and hopefully your partner has the same sentiments. Like I just want to make sure you good. If y'all both not worried about what I'm getting, if y'all both worried about what the other person is getting, guess what? Both people are taken care of.
Both people are taken care of. Absolutely.
My sister, she been with her guy for a long ass time, and their birthdays, the way they do their birthdays, I'm pretty sure they do this on a smaller level, but I just got the thought was triggered about their birthdays. The shit that they have been doing for their birthdays, like one-upping each other, making the other person's birthday experience just top tier, is raw as hell. And it don't even be like a lot of money. It just be like super thoughtful. I remember my sister's boyfriend, I think he turned like 30. He was turning 30. She gave him the 30 days before his birthday, she gave him like a small gift every single day up until like the 30th birthday. You could do shit like that. It's just gestures that make the other person feel wanted, seen, felt. Like it's really simple. It's really simple. You just got to not be selfish. And maybe that's not the simple part. Maybe you just have a selfish spirit and it's all about you.
So I wanna have a particular conversation. I don't want it to come off the wrong way. I want to talk about women that I experienced that I feel like fall into the involuntary single category.
Okay.
Because we could talk about incels. Do you know incels? Do you know niggas?
Personally?
Yeah. Not the niggas that's like kind of walk that path who do get women, like the guy we was talking about last week.
Yeah.
But niggas who's like actually like involuntarily celibate.
No, I don't think I do.
I'm trying to think. I don't really think I do either. So it's kind of hard to speak to that. I would want to speak to that just to be fair, but if we can't, we can't.
We'll be all right.
I do know involuntarily single women. I've dated them. I've dated women who have been single for a very long time. They checked a ton of boxes. I met them. It was like, this is a dope ass chick. I do not want to be with her. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to think about those women.
Okay.
I'm going to tell a story about one or two of women that I've run into. And since I've dated them, they've never had a nigga. Like they've dated other niggas, obviously, but they've never had a committed relationship in all the years I've known them before and after dating them. Right? Or since dating them. Of course, everybody had a relationship in high school, college, whatever. But most of these women in their adult lives have never been in a committed relationship. But they desire that. Right? One of these women in particular looks, if I could create a woman, that's what she looks like. Right? Not going to go into detail of that. But if I create a woman, that's what she looks like. And she's extremely attractive, obviously, extremely successful, great 9-to-5, business owner, super financially literate.
I got one.
All of these things, right? Sex was great to look at, good conversation, cool, going out, good vibe. We went out of town together a couple times, great vibe, all of these things. Few things about her personality I wasn't really digging. I'm gonna stick to two. The number one thing, actually, I'm gonna go number two first because the number one thing was like, couldn't deal with it. Yeah. The number two thing was she was a fucking hater. She was a fucking hater. That's very anti-seductive. And when I say the word anti-seductive, I'm basically talking about a character trait that would just turn somebody the fuck off. that was like, I'm going this way. When I say seductive, I'm not talking about sex. I'm saying like I was going in the way of just falling for you, and this just turned me the fuck off.
Yeah.
She was a hater. And I say that, I'm not saying a hater towards me, but any random woman walking the room looking good, she got something to say about it. An average woman walking past, she don't got nothing to say. If a woman walks in the room and she looks good, that girl was gonna have something, she's gonna find something bad to say about her. Why she dressed like that? Where she thinks she going? Why her like, damn, why her edges like that? Ooh. We sitting here eating dinner.
Yeah.
Everything cool. This girl ain't said shit to us. Ain't done shit to us, none of that. She can't even walk in. She like, this is her first time walking the hills. Ooh, like, such a fucking turnoff. That was the second thing. The number one thing for me was, and this is a commonality between both of the two women I have in my mind right now. They, what I want to say, overvalued themselves in the situation. Not saying that they didn't have value. They had great value, but it's, ladies, I'm gonna put it to
Say
you like
that
this.
shit.
Let's say you're dating a guy who's very successful. He's attractive. He's all of these things. He checks all the boxes, but he keeps talking about everything that he's done, everything that he's accomplished. But let's say he's not making it seem like you're a part of his future. It's like that shit has nothing to do with you. Yeah. He's not offering you that. He's not a nigga who's sitting here like, oh, I want to get married and make my wife a housewife and all that.
There's no
He's just talking to you about
hours.
A lot of shit that don't got nothing to do with you, that's not being offered to you or anything like that. So you have value. What does that mean to me? You get what I'm saying? Another example of that is like, let's say I'm in a group, right? Let's say I'm in a fraternity, and in my personal life, I'm super successful, I'm super disciplined and all of these things. But when it's time to get something done for my fraternity, I don't bring that version of myself to the fraternity. I'm showing up late. I ain't answering emails. I ain't trying to help for real. I ain't getting shit done. So it's like, what does my personal life have anything to do with who I'm presenting to the fraternity? It has nothing to do with one another, right? But imagine if I step to that fraternity like, nah, I'm that nigga though. They're like, nigga, who gives a fuck? Like, you ain't coming over here with that. So I use those examples to say, when I was dating this woman, she just felt like I'm that bitch. That was her posture. Like, I'm that bitch. I'm probably the most successful woman you ever dated. I'm probably had the most money you ever dated. What does that mean? Like, you still have to be a solid person. You still have to show up in this space a certain way. You can't just show up thinking about what you've done outside of this space and expect that I'm supposed to put you on a pedestal for what you've done for other niggas. I'm supposed to put you on a pedestal for what you accomplished in your personal life. I'm gonna put you on a pedestal for how you treat me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of women that's in that season of their life where they are successful and they have been played with by a few niggas in the past. So it's a combination of you being successful and having a lot of confidence about your achievements. That's absolutely fine. But then you combine that with a couple niggas that played with you and now you got this chip on your shoulder like, I done leveled up, I wish a nigga would. And you bringing that energy to a brand new man who that don't got nothing to do with him. And you approaching him like, I'm that bitch. And he looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So for me, I would say like two of the women that I'm thinking of right now who are involuntarily single, that's their disposition with men all the time. Like even, one of them I stayed more cool with than the other. And even the way she talk about the new niggas that she date when we was in contact, the way she talk about the new niggas that she date, it's kind of like I could tell she still has that demeanor about herself.
Yeah.
Like a nigga better recognize that I'm this and just treat me like that. And it's just like, that don't mean nothing to him. You're not offering him that. Yeah. You're just showing up as that.
Especially when because the women who are that, just like y'all say, like the niggas who got it, the niggas who this, they not saying it. Women too. Like the quote unquote girls, the women who, of a certain status or whatever, they just cool and they just living. They just you gonna know and they ain't even gotta say much. But for me, it was I wouldn't even say dated. It was a woman I was talking to and you had the intentions of dating, and she was my type. Y'all know what my type is. And she was very pretty and all that, cool. So we had a phone conversation, and I believe her intentions was good. And ladies, I don't know if y'all doing this, but I'm just giving you from a man's perspective, a shameless plug. But we had a phone conversation, and throughout that conversation, I believe her intention was to paint herself in a good light. Like she wanted me to see her in a certain way. So she's talking about herself a lot. She's naming accolades. She's mentioning, how she is in previous relationships. She's mentioning, how she moves and operates in her job, how she moves and operates with her family, etc. Like she was just going all down the list of, all of these positive things about her. And we look up, an hour has passed. I haven't said 2 words. The entire time I'm listening. That was one of those, what you call it, the seductive?
Anti-seduction.
It was so anti-seductive. Like I was so attracted to this woman. She was, my type, the looks, and I was looking forward to getting to know her. But throughout that conversation, and I had a glimpse that she had that trait in previous conversations, but they was short. We hadn't really had like a long conversation. We really talked, and when we did, that was the outcome. And I told y'all what the intention was, but the result was that just shows me that like you're selfish, you're self-centered. You had no interest in anything about me. I didn't get to speak during the conversation. You know what I'm saying? You didn't ask about about you got family, what do you like to do? There was no thought in her mind to stop and say, let me get to know him. Right? And it was such a turnoff that I stopped dating that person. I stopped talking to that person. It was just so anti-seductive. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I definitely think somebody who talks about themselves too much could definitely be another one. I'm trying to think of a few more just to kind of give the ladies a little bit of heads up. But I will say this too, because I was thinking about this as we talk. For the guys, this is not even necessarily incels, because this is like an issue I see with some of the coolest, flyest niggas I know. And this was something that I was doing as well. And it works when you're younger. When you get older and women are more attuned to men and how we are, it stops working. You could be a nigga and you could see yourself as this fly ass nigga, right? I think when you get older, especially like college is a space that kind of showed niggas where they stood in the dating market and the social hierarchy, and it might have been kind of surprising. That's kind of when I learned that being a solid, well-rounded guy matters a lot. It gets you a lot further in the dating market than you would think, right? So when I get to college, I'm looking at it like this. I came from Simeon. It was a fucking school full of future pro athletes, football, baseball, basketball, whatever the case may be. Them niggas came first. I'd say probably like hood niggas was right after that. And then you had everybody else, right? Yeah. When you got to college, you got the athletes, I would expect to come first. You got these Greek niggas running around, these frat niggas. You got the Africans that's just rich as fuck. And then you got the scammers. So I'm thinking I'm like, it's just a regular nigga that's coming into college. I'm thinking like I'm below all of that. And what you end up finding out is like you smashing the same girls that the fucking starter basketball team is smashing. Like it's really no difference. But you looking at it like, damn, well, why are some of these women that's rejecting the scammer and the frat dude fucking with me? Like, what is it about me? So now you start to realize like, damn, I'm higher in this social hierarchy than I thought. And you start to try to infer what it is about yourself that women actually like. Yeah. And for me, I was in a group of guys that kind of was all having a similar experience. And I think it was just like, we from the hood, but we not really hood niggas. So we got like a certain edge to us a little bit. We could fight. We could make a woman feel protected. But we also dead ass about school. We out here, like, we not getting kicked out. We not starting a bunch of, well, we wasn't a lot of bullshit because of TJ. But we on track to graduate. You know what I'm saying? We handling our business. We know how to dress. We got good conversation. So you just start to see that, like, damn, being real rounded, it kind of knock a lot of this shit off, because some of these niggas with money is disrespectful to these chicks. They, you know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas that scamming can't hold a conversation. These basketball players definitely can't hold a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So you start to learn that having these traits gets you ahead. Now, the problem with that is as you get older, you start to feel like you a fly ass nigga. which you are. And when you're younger, a woman just wants to fuck with that. She just wants to engage with that. She just wants to be around you while you be a fly ass nigga, and she gonna fuck with you. She gonna fuck you. She gonna do all of these things, dates, whatever you want to do. As you get older, it's like you're a fly ass nigga, but you're not offering that to her. You're just being that for yourself. And we could do it on the very base level of if you're a good looking, well dressed guy who demands attention when you walk in the room, and a woman is interacting with you in a sense that y'all are dating. That's when you younger, she might fuck you just because of that. When you older, it's like
She might not like you because of that.
Maybe, but for this, I'm just saying like she might fuck with you because of that. Now, when you get older, when you in your mid-30s, it's like, okay, unless you finna take me on a date and be a fly nigga with me and we walk in together, you're not offering, you have to offer that flyness to me, and then I'll fuck with you, and then I'll take this to the next level. And then, you know, so it's the same thing if you successful. It's like, if I'm successful and I'm telling a woman about my success, but I'm not painting a picture of her in my future to share that success with me, she not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? She gonna be like, nigga, that's cool, that's good for you. But if you're not sitting here telling me that, and it might not saying that you got to tell her that she the woman you want to marry, but if you're not sitting here telling her that like, hey, I want a future, I want kids, I want this, I want that. If she asks you about marriage, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, I might want to do that shit, I might not. Then what the fuck do it matter how successful you are to her? You get what I'm saying? Other than y'all going on a couple of dates. So she not gonna show up the same way as she would with a nigga who is making her feel included in a life plan and things like that. So I think that even with men and women, it comes a time where you can't get so caught up in who you are and expecting people to treat you a certain way, like based on who you are, unless you're offering that to them.
I fuck with that.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No.
You want to do AMP?
Sure.
Cool.
And it ties into I was on IG and I seen who did I see? Fuck it. I'm on Instagram and I think it was a woman in the comments or whatever. And I saw a guy, she said something and his point was, hey, you look good. You look good enough. I just want to give you the money. Like, let's just cut straight to the chase and like, I'll just pay you. Ooh.
Yeah.
And it made me think, when a guy is shooting his shot at a woman, typically you gonna go in your bag and do what works.
Yeah.
Right. It's a thing you probably do or say or offer that this has worked for you all the time, and it's a go. That's your go-to. For me, my go-to is I know I'm gonna get the number if I can get face-to-face with this woman and have a conversation with her. Other guys, you know you're gonna get the number or bag the girl or in whatever capacity if you offer like if you flash your status or if you offer like finances. Whatever, like that's your go-to. You know, status, you gotta see who I am, or you know what I'm saying, or I just give her the money or whatever. My confidence lies in my character and my personality. So I can be in any room, in any situation. I don't have to wait to the parking lot to holler at her. I don't have to wait until she follows me on Instagram and see that I have a following.
Yeah.
I can talk to you right now with you not knowing a thing, and my confidence lies is I know I'm gonna get the number because I'm raw as hell with conversation. I'm charismatic.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, like you need something. You need something outside of yourself as leverage to get this woman.
Yeah.
You got to work on yourself to where you're confident in who you are, and no matter the circumstance, that confidence should be in you, not on you or around you.
Yep.
So just, read some books, you know what I'm saying? Have more conversations.
I was going to say that, read some books. Because that really does it.
It do,
that
bro.
Really does, and that's not no cliche shit. Like, the more you read, the more you know, the more confident you are in your speech, the more words you know, the more wordy you are. Your conversation, like, okay, let's separate this. Your speech gets better.
Yeah.
And your conversation gets better. Your speech, as far as like your diction, the way that you talk, gets better. But also the things you're able to talk about, the things you're able to bring up in the conversation, your viewpoints, your worldview opens up. Your opinions get more spicy. You got better hot takes.
Right.
You could flip some shit in the conversation. You just get smarter. Like, and it's attractive.
And witty.
Yeah, you get witty. That's dope. That's dope as hell. Before we get to advice for boy moms, y'all see this? These are the new Roses I Dare hats. Y'all see the sexy R? We had the standard Roses I Dare R, this R right here on the hats at first, but now we got the sexy R. You know what I'm saying? we got 8, but we got an unlimited styles of hats. We're gonna drop them 1 month at a time, and every time it's gonna be a dozen of them. Dozen roses, 12 hats every time, and obviously that's very, very limited supply. These are like collector's items, and we're gonna drop them on what, the first of the month, real?
On the first.
On the first, which is by the time y'all hear this is yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, we're gonna drop it on Patreon first, and then we're gonna drop it to the public. Try to get you one of these, man. We got 8 different colorways coming. We're gonna make some more after that. This the first one, the all black OG trucker with the sexy R. Make sure y'all get y'all one of these.
The original joint.
I would have wore it today, but I just got a haircut. I feel sexy. All right. Advice for boy moms today, man. We gotta stop hustling backwards. I saw one of the young ladies under my last post when I was talking about keeping your son disciplined. She was like, nigga, I want to keep my son disciplined, but I'll be tired. I'll be too tired to implement all these expectations and consequences. Motherfucker that just gotta work. Motherfucker gotta cook. Motherfucker gotta wash some clothes. Motherfucker gotta do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that. I feel the same way as a father that's in the house. Me, my son, like, it's a lot that you gotta do. So it is hard to be on top of every little thing that they do. But a big part of that is that you're hustling backwards. Meaning that I hear a lot of women say, well, I always gotta get my son. It's hard to get my son off the video game to get him to clean his room. It's hard to get my son off the video game to get him to take a shower. It's hard to get my son off the phone to get him to do his homework. Why does he have the phone? Why does he have the video game if his homework isn't done? If he hasn't taken a bath already? So when I say you hustling backwards, this is what it is. At the end of the night, all them electronics, that remote control, the game controller, and the phone, it got to come to me. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck how old your kid is, because that's another thing. We got to say, oh, my son's too old for me to be taking his phone. I shouldn't have to do all that. Well, you shouldn't have to do that, but you should. So if he ain't acting 15, stop treating him like he's 15. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the basics. Let's go back to the fundamentals. At the end of the night, the remote control, the video game controller, the phone, all that's coming to me. When I wake you up in the morning, you have to do these things for you to get your phone. If this shit ain't done, if I go in there, and this is the thing, once it become a routine, you already know, so you ain't got to say too much. If I wake you up at 7, when I come in your room at 7:45, that homework better be in that book bag, that room better be clean, your teeth better be brushed, you dressed. If that's not the case, you're going to school phoneless today, brother. Sorry. Like, you're going to school phoneless. And when you get home, you know not to ask me for none of this stuff until all of that shit gets done. So as I'm cooking, as I'm washing clothes, my son come to me, hey, Dad, can I get my game? Can I get my phone? Okay, cool. Or even if I do send my son to school with his phone, when he come back from school, I'm taking the phone back until he do what he gotta do. But when he come to me and ask me, can I get my phone? Can I get my game? Whatever the case may be, I'm gonna go in the room. I'm gonna look. Let me see that homework. All right, look around your room, clean your room tight. All right, cool. Go ahead and get it. If it's not, hey, you gotta do this, and this, and come back and holler at me. It's not as much of a struggle if you already have all of the entertainment and the things that they want. So I think a lot of times we just be hustling backwards. Stay on top of them expectations, stay on top of them consequences, but make sure you have all the entertainment and the things that they want ahead of time so they could do what they got to do to get it. Make them earn it. That's all. All right, man. But as we always say, this is Rose Idea. This is the show that we walk the path of self-improvement. We never claim to be perfect, just to be self-aware. And we invite you to walk this path of self-improvement with us every single week. If you want to continue to walk that path and get closer to the journey that we're going on, you need to join the Patreon. You need to join the Safe House, which is where we're about to go right now. The Safe House is in Patreon. You join, you get maybe about 250 episodes that you already missed out on over the years of Roses I Did and all of that. Bunch of monologues, bunch of behind the scenes. And you're going to continue to get a behind the scenes every week and monologues and all of that if you subscribe for $8. For $8.
That's it.
That's it. That's all. All right. So join the Patreon. Get a little closer to us. Again, we got a Patreon trip coming up to Cancun. You missed that already because you ain't in the Patreon. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we do our thing, man. So, as I always say, decide, plan, sacrifice.
Shoot or shoot.
Yo.
God in the king.